Listen to the cosmos, we rolling deep, grazing up the stars, no time to sleep. Black holes and supernovas, concepts we unfold. Brain power heavy, yeah, that's Dr. Gold. Dr. Gold dropping gems, knowledge raining down. Actual education making scholars all around. Perpendicular minds, angles sharp as ice. Maths and physics, yeah, the future's real nice.
Oh, that's loud. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Gold, what's up, fam? Sorry, yeah, we had to start the stream an hour later again. Also, god damn it. I feel like I have a fucking duck mouth because they numbed the fuck out of my mouth at the dentist. You've gotten all A's on your finals so far. Nice. Congrats, dude. That's dope.
That's dope.
Sorry, what am I doing here? Oh, we're losing so many frames on Twitch. Fucking Twitch, I swear, dude. Alright, one sec. I'm gonna stop this. I'm gonna start it here. 1 second, give me a second. One sec, hold please. Okay, there we go. Dun, dun. What's up, Sensation? Can you hear me? Hope you can.
Yeah, I can hear you. There we go.
Nice. Alright, I just started streaming into Twitch. Let's see if it wants
Okay,
me
so
to
the thing is, right? If the problem was the router or the internet, then it wouldn't work at all across the board.
Yep. I agree.
The router or the internet, then
The
it wouldn't
router.
work at all across the board.
Oh, it's funny. I can hear you. I hear the stream. Oh, wow. Interesting. Now she is just hanging. Everything else is fine, dude. Fuck Twitch, dude. I'm about to, like, stop streaming on Twitch, honestly.
I don't think it's Twitch, though. I swear blind it's OBS.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that can be the problem.
Why are we only getting 11 frames? What's up, Dark Pickle Juice? Good to see you, dude. Yeah, it's definitely noticeable. Yeah. Oh, now I'm getting like 30 frames. Okay, now, well, it keeps skipping all over the place. You know what? Whatever. Fuck it. I'm just gonna leave it. Honestly, I don't have the bandwidth or the time to fix it, and I don't care. Also, I just spent like $900 at the fucking dentist, which I did not want to do. I just went in to go get like a routine checkup, and then they were like, your gums are falling out, blah blah blah. Like, you need, dude, I need to look up what the fuck they even did to me, dude. I just like basically just signed a bunch of papers, and then I didn't even know, like, I got out of this, like, I literally went into surgery, I guess technically. But yeah, I had like blood all over my face, and like I can't feel anything because they numbed my whole fucking mouth out. But that's good. I think it was called like osseous medical, and it was like a dental thing. It gets okay, cool. Yeah, but what did they do? Okay, well this looks really gross. I don't think my mouth looks that bad. But okay. Maybe this will explain stuff. Uh-huh.
Yes, they scraped your gums.
Yeah, but it looks like but I have stitches in my mouth, which I did not know was happening today. I thought I was just like getting, you know, like some like light cleaning or stuff, but like they have stitches in my mouth.
That's new.
Yeah, right. Look at this. This is intense, dude. What the fuck they do to my teeth? But okay. Anyways, I'm back. Sorry, I'm just doing a little. Honestly, I have such mixed feelings with dentists because I feel like they're just scamming people half the time. Thumbs off. Came in and like scraped a bunch of shit, and then they tied my gums back together. Well, that's now. I was like, I do not want to do a root canal right now. That's first of all, that's thousands of dollars. And then also that's like not a very fast recovery. And I still have to like teach, you know, kids at UCLA tomorrow. So I don't know. Whatever. Okay, but we're back. As the numbingness wears off in my mouth, I'll probably be able to talk a little bit easier. But also that probably means the pain is about to start coming back. So I might cut this stream short at some point because I just don't want to be here anymore. I will announce in the server, Nick from Wibbly has an awesome geometry web app that he's developed, and he's giving out gift cards and prizes for you guys just to try it out. It takes like 20 minutes. Just go through it, answer some questions, tell him honestly what you think about it, whether it sucks or whether it's cool. And we'll enter you into a raffle. I'll announce that in the Discord, so if you're not already a part of our Discord, please come by our Discord. Is the procedure like where they go inside the tooth and extract stuff? I guess they went inside and they just started like scraping things. I'm not really sure. Math, woohoo, we love. Yeah, what is a root canal? You are too young to know what a root canal is, so hopefully. I mean, but I think of root canals where like they like literally like go down into the roots of your teeth and like start drilling shit out. What's the website? Oh, very cool. So it'll be on our Discord. I'll make an announcement out to everyone. But I think this is the company. It's called Wibble. It's pretty cool. So, but I will join. You're a part of our Discord, Mother Marxism, so you'll see it. But I'll make an announcement either later today if my head's okay, or tomorrow. Okay. I appreciate the shout out, Zach, this morning. I enjoyed waking up and seeing your stream. Okay, cool. Mother Marxism, yeah, that's Enigma. Enigma's Mother Marxism.
I would take the piss. It's like good old Marxism, the only thing that's killed more people than the plague.
Well, through like the famine and stuff. Is that what happened in like China, right?
Famines, plural.
Famines, yeah. Crazy that
Famines,
we still have,
plural,
like,
in every
famines
country that has been tried. So
in the 20th century, dude, like not having enough food, like what?
Surprise, motherfucker!
That's kind of bad. Okay.
21st century as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, we still have famines in the 21st century? Where? Or besides like Africa and shit? Or like.
No.
No.
Everywhere communism is currently being implemented.
We still have famines? Like people are still hungry?
People in China are starving in their millions.
Oh damn.
People in South America are starving in their millions.
That's not good.
You done messed up, Aaron!
Okay. Let's start the stream. We'll help you guys out in math science. Peace. Welcome everyone to Office Hours. My name is Dr. Gold's Actual Education. Stream helps you with math homework, science homework. I apologize if my voice is weird. Seemingly against my will, but not even trying to boss nice.
Wait.
What's the story?
Have you ever seen the film Gran Torino?
Yes. Get off my lawn. I love that. I love
that one. So somebody came in and said, because someone came in and said, bro, something like, yeah. And I said, what is this bro shit anyway? You trying to be super speed or something? Get the fuck out of here.
That have like started reaching out to me and stuff, and I swear I feel like they're speaking another language. Me trying to like understand them. Like instead of saying yeah, they just say YH. I was like, what? Like, I mean, you could just say yes. That's like an extra letter, right? But they said just say YH.
I don't know. I would say we were that bad back in the days of early texting.
Yeah, I guess so. But that's because there was a monetary cost with putting too many characters. Yeah. It used to be, you got charged by the character, right?
10 pence per text for us.
Yeah, I remember that. Shantrix posted me a thing. Millions of American families struggle to get food. Well, I mean, to get food on the table, yeah. I would agree with that. But that's not a famine is like, there's not even, it's not, a famine isn't financial hardship of being able to get food. It's like, there literally just isn't food. It happens in places where, you know, like, I don't know, all like massive plagues and stuff like wipe out the farmers. And then they're like, well, shit, we can't even eat anything. I understand being hungry due to poverty. Like, I've experienced that. But I guess when I was referring to famine, I was wondering about, like, have there been times where, like, literally there isn't any food that could even be purchased? Okay. First question is from Equity. It says, the height in h in meters above the ground of a rider on a Ferris wheel can be modeled by this equation. Ooh, very cool. At t equals 0 seconds, the rider is at the lowest point. Determine the first 2 times that the rider is 20 meters above the ground to the nearest hundredth of a second. Okay, cool. Let's see. Yeah, exactly, Shantrix. Yeah. Ten sine of pi over 15. And let's say you do 0 minus 7.5 plus 12. This ends up being negative 7.5 over 15, which is negative 1/2. So you get negative 1/2. The lowest sign can be. That ends up being like negative 1. Right, if you look at like your unit circle this way, right? If you come to negative pi over 2, and this quadrant sign is equal to negative 1. Cool. Oh, I need to turn on my TikTok chat. Dun, 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 dun. One sec. Taking forever to load. Oh, close. Okay, whatever. Okay, determine the first few times that is 20 meters above the ground. What does the phase shift mean in this scenario? Right, okay. So the phase shift, for instance, is this. This is the phase shift, okay? Because sine, like a regular graph of like sine of x, usually starts at 0 when t equals 0. And then it's going to hit its max when, you know, time is equal to like, basically like whatever's inside here equals like pi over 2. And then it's going to be 0 again, and then it's going to hit its minimum here. We want sine to start at its lowest point. So the lowest point's here. So they put a minus 7.5. Which is going to move this whole graph. Okay. So the minus 7.5 is what does that. Point. So they want to know the first 2 times that it's 20 meters above the ground. Okay, that's cool. Well, the lowest point, right, is going to be this when this whole thing here is equal to -1. And then -1 times 10 is -10. And -10 plus 12 will get you down to 2. Oh, wait. I got to, like, pick the shapes. I already picked the shapes. Pick TikTok. What? Damn it. Piece of shit. One sec. No, not this one. Hi, TikTok. TikTok working? Oh wow, TikTok is working now. I think it is. The lowest point is going to be 2, right? Because the lowest point is when all of this becomes -10, and -10 plus 12 will get you 2. That's the lowest point. The 7.5 is 7.5 seconds, is what we would say. Okay, so if you want to figure out where it's equal to 20, you're just going to set this equation equal to 20. So you're going to say 20 is equal to 10 sine pi over 15 t minus 7.5 plus 12. So you can subtract the 12 first. And that's going to get you 8. And then divide by 10. Sine does start at the mid... Yes. Sine does start at the midline. But in this case, the phase shift is going to make it so that when t equals 0, it's not starting at the midline. So, here's what usually happens. Usually... You're totally right. Usually this would be y is equal to, I don't know, sine of x. But if I wanted it to start somewhere else, like let's say I wanted it to start at the top. In that case, that means I would have to put a phase shift here, which would be like plus some like phase shift. Say like this is the phase shift. So that's how you can get it to start at different points. I'm gonna stop TikTok because it just doesn't seem to be working. Okay, so if we solve for this, 20 minus 12 is 8, and then we're going to divide by 10, so 8 over 10. So I'm going to get that 8 over 10 is equal to the sine of pi over 15 t minus 7.5. Okay, so then I need to figure out when is this going to equal to 8 over 10? So in order to do that, you got to take the arcsine of both sides. Which, I think this is one of these nice triangles, because this is like a 3, 4, 5. I want to say this is like, I think it's 56 degrees or something. Arcsine of 8 over 10. I can cover multivariable, yeah. Ooh, I was right. It is 53.13 degrees. This is, I think, like pre-calculus, but I can do anything. Like, Just submit a question. I'll go through it. So, and we should put that into radians. I was right that it was 53 degrees, but, you know. Let's put it in radians. So 0.927. So 0.927 is equal to pi over 15 t minus 7.5. Now, here's the key thing. Is like, there's another time that this happens, and I gotta think about like the quadrant about where this is happening. Okay? Because this will equal, the sign of this will be 8 over 10 over here. So this is opposite over hypotenuse. Okay? And this was the 53 degrees we got. Or, right, this was also equal to 0.927. That will happen again, though, over here. If we come over a little bit more into this quadrant, there will also be a point where the sine of an angle is equal to 8 over 10. And the angle that happens still has the same reference angle of 53 degrees. But now that total angle is going to be 180 degrees minus 53 degrees. Or you could say pi minus 0.927. So that's going to equal to 2.21. Okay, so we have two solutions. That's the two times that that it's going to hit 20 meters, the first two times. The next time it would happen would be here and then here. This is where you have to get tricky. I mean, because Arcsin will only give you one of the angles here, and then technically taking the sine of this angle will also get you the same result. That's the second time it happens. In terms of the graph, well, we'll show the graph eventually. Okay, so we're going to have this as one of our solutions, and then we're also going to have 2.21 is equal to this. These are the two times it happens. So now I need to just solve for t. So that's easy. Just multiply by pi over 15 and then add 7.5. So yeah, let's take this one. Multiply by 15 divided by pi. Then add 7.5. That's going to get us 11.93. So you get t equals 11.93. And then for the other one, we add 7.5. And that gets 18.07. Okay, so these are the two times that it happens at. If it was asking for 4, yeah, then you would add the period to this, and then you would add the period to this. Notice how these are not a full period away from each other, though. Right? ln of e to the high equals high. What's up, Descendant fonts? Yeah, so let's kind of like show what's happening here. So this is starting up at 12. That's like the midline, right? Or actually, you know what? I'm just gonna graph it using Desmos. I could graph this, but I assume you know how to graph things, just for the sake of, you know, saving some time here. Let me just tell it, like, get the equation. At least do the practice of coding to understand how code works. All right, well, watch. Let's graph this on Desmos. So Can I not graph this, dude? What? Oh, it's because ChatGPT uses weird text. There we go. Thanks. Appreciate that, Sam. I don't know how much water I can actually drink because I just went to the dentist, but I'll try. The website does not work for you? What website? The submit screenshot website? It does work. Definitely works for people. Yeah. Do you see this website, Chili Jr.? This is the website. You just put your username, put in a file, and then just hit upload. It definitely works for people because people are submitting screenshots, so try harder.
Are you using a phone?
He says he's using... Oh, Wibbly? Wibbly starts tomorrow on Wednesday, Sam. I'll make an announcement. Thank you, though, for, asking about that. Okay, so this is the graph, all right? And then we wanted to see where this is equal to 20, right? So watch. Ugh. So you can see that that happens right here at 11.92, right? You see that? 11.92. And it also happens at 18.07. Which, were those the two answers I had? I hope it were. Yeah, exactly. Wow, look at that. 11.93 and 18.07. I don't know. Sensation, I think he's just clicking something and it says set high. I think it's just how YouTube works. Like, I think there's like they click a button and it waves high or some shit. I don't know. What's up, Poison Mouse?
Stupid.
I know. Do this today or I'm cooked. It's hilarious. So this is your graph here, Equity. So do you see how we got our two solutions here? Do you see how this one corresponds to here? And then this one right here will correspond to here. And then yes, if you wanted the other two times, you'd have to add a whole period to get to it. But
Nice.
oh, integration by guessing. It's an interesting username. Thanks for the follow, dog. Yeah. I can definitely do torque. I was just teaching torque at my class yesterday. So, yeah, nice. Okay, Equity, does this make sense to you? I think we did it pretty well. Here, I'll save the screenshot for you. Nice, cool, awesome. Yay.
Well done. Well done.
Go Olaf. I think a reason also why technically the I don't know, the website may not be working is because I don't have an HTTPS certificate on it. So if your phone says like it's not secure or something, just like bypass it. Just be like, it's cool, bro. Yeah. It's cause I don't have an SSL certificate for this because I built this website with basically ChatGPT. But yeah, so just if it's saying like warning, just ignore that. It's okay. Just go to it. With what language? Oh, it's just simple HTML, and I think it's PHP as well. HTML and PHP. I mean, I understand how to code those things. Also, I needed it to do a webhook with Discord. Dude, what is going on with my bandwidth today? I can't even, do you have to pay for HTTP? You don't. I host this all on a custom Linode server that I run, which I think I need to do some more things to get. SSL to work. Whatever. Okay, point spot's not working. Just remind me to give you your points later. Integration Mega Set. What's up, integration? I will drink. Okay, cool question. Dr. Pickle Juice, is this your question? Coming up? Looks like it's a physics question. Says a block Y with mass M falls onto and sticks to block X, which is attached to a vertical spring. A short time later, the blocks are momentarily at rest. Okay. At that moment, block Y exerts a force on block X. Block X forces whatever the fuck on block Y. Which of the following relates F up, F down, and MYG at this instant? Okay. Wait, what's MIG though? The mass of Y times G? Momentarily at rest also does not necessarily mean that the acceleration is 0. Okay. Y exerts a force on X, and X exerts a force on Y. That has to be the same. That's just by Newton's third law or whatever. That if you have force pairs, so whatever of like F of Y on X, that always has to equal negative F of X on Y. Okay, so instantly you can say that F up equals F down. Oh, so this is just done. I mean, this is just the answer choice, just from this. And then they say equal to MYG. Well, that makes sense. So if you look at block Y, for instance, block Y only has the force of gravity pulling it down. And then it also has the force up, which is equal to the force of X on Y. And if you look at this block, this has F down, which is equal to the force of Y on X, pushing it down. It also has FGX pushing it down, but then it has the force of the spring pushing it up. Yeah. So yeah, I think the answer here is D. Dr. Pickles. Close this, isn't working. I've seen this question before as well, actually. Let's just start with ChatGPT. I'm just having fun with things. I think it's gonna come up with the same thing. Ooh, Chili Jr. Now I see your thing. This looks like some pretty intense multivariate. Okay, by evaluating suitable contour integrals and taking suitable limits, show that This is equal to this. Oh, it's complex analysis. Yeah, so this is... Remind me, it's been a while since I've taken complex, or taught it. I believe there's a pole, right? Isn't there a pole here? At x is equal to plus or minus I, right? And then, so what you have to do is you have to, like, go around the pole, I think, in order to get that answer. That's what I remember this being. Who's calling me? What the hell? Nope. Because you have to do things in the, okay. Yeah, and then you have to do residue theorem. Differentiate under the integral. Huh. Okay. Well, I mean, we can see this is pretty symmetric, right? Because negative infinity to infinity, but it's all x squared and x squared, right? So instead of writing this in terms of an integral from negative infinity to infinity, I can write this as 2 times the integral from 0 to infinity. This is going to be ln of x squared plus 1 over x squared plus 1 dx. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce a parameter. And I'm going to choose to parameterize this thing here as being like a. Okay. So I'm going to say that, like, j of a is equal to the integral from 0 to infinity ln of x squared plus a over x squared plus a, or x squared plus 1, I guess. x squared plus 1. Well, we want to call this a squared. Interesting, really? Why? I don't necessarily... I'm just looking at kind of solutions, how they do this. I'm not exactly sure why this is happening. But maybe you can make some sense of it. Or if any of the math people watching here in my TikTok, in my Twitch or YouTube want to let me know. But I guess we end up calling this a squared. Don't ask me why. And then that's dx. Cool. So then this is equal to 2j of 1. Okay. So now I'm going to figure out what j prime is. So j prime of a is equal to dda. And then it's this whole thing, right? Which I could bring the derivative inside, right? So let's do that. So let's move this over here. Do that. And then this is kind of cool because derivative of ln, this is the only thing that has a in it, but derivative of ln is just 1 over the thing times whatever it is. Is this the Leibniz rule? Maybe. Sounds cool. Okay. So then this is 0 to infinity. And then this is going to be 1 over x squared plus a squared. 1 over x squared plus 1. Times the derivative of what's inside, which is like 2a. And then this is dx. Okay. This, I think we can now do using partial fractions. So this is 0 to infinity. 1 over x squared plus a squared. X squared plus 1. And then there's a 2a here. This is dx. Okay. One way is to convert partial fractions. So 1 over x squared plus a squared. X squared plus 1. How do you partial fractions that? This is a quadratic, right? And then this is also a quadratic. Interesting. They just get to this. How do they do that? This is not. Yeah. Well, this is clean because it's the solution. But basically, they end up saying that like this, you can then write as this using partial fractions. That is not intuitive. And it's not easy because these are quadratic terms. This isn't the standard partial fractions, which is pretty chill to do. But if you do that, let's just say you did. (2a), and then this is going to be oh, sorry, that's what the integral is after you integrate? No. One sec. I'm gonna do this a little step by step with you because I hate when I'm not a fan when like all this simplification just happens out of nowhere. So here, I want to look at this. I want to look at how do I convert this part into partial fractions. Okay. So this is equal to, I guess you could just say it's equal to a over x squared plus a squared plus b. But I swore you need like a quadratic for this. One sec. Yeah. It's ax plus b. Yeah. Yeah. So no, I don't agree with how they're doing this. This is ax plus b over x squared plus a squared plus cx plus d over x squared plus 1. Maybe factorize the term. Yeah, but that's... I don't think we want to do things in imaginary land yet. Let's see. I think we can get it. Because now what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply this by this one and this by this one. So I have x squared plus 1 ax plus b plus x squared plus a squared cx plus d. Now we got to FOIL some stuff. So here we're going to get ax to the third plus ax plus bx squared plus b. Then here we're going to get plus x to the third plus... No. Plus cx to the third plus dx squared plus c a squared x plus dA squared. This all has to equal 0 or equals 1 basically. Let's make sure we did that right. Ax cubed ax bx squared b cx to the third dx squared cxa squared dA squared. Okay, cool. Yeah, so now let's group, right? So here, that tells me that like a plus c must be equal to 0. This is a fucking hot mess. But this tells me b plus d plus ca squared plus dA squared must be equal to 0. Oh wait, this doesn't have an x on it. My bad. How do you know a plus c equals 0? Because there's no x cubed term over here. And if there's no x cubed term over here, that means the x cubed terms here have to cancel out to 0. So then I'm looking at all the squared terms to the x squared terms are here. So that tells me b plus d is equal to 0. Yeah, you're good, Junior. So then if I look at just the terms in terms of x, that's these. So that tells me a plus c little a squared is equal to 0. And then pretty cool here, because there's only one term Well, no, there should be two terms that don't have x. Yeah, and that's these. Okay. Right, and then this and this. So b plus dA squared, that has to be equal to 1. Okay. So now I think it's just all about substituting, right? So if I combine these two, right? A plus C equals A plus CA squared. A's cancel. So in order for C to equal CA squared, it tells me A equals 1, right? So A equals 1. Or C equals 0. But if C equals 0, then A equals 0. I guess that could happen. Yeah, C equal... It's either A equals 1 or C equals 0. I don't think I want to put a restriction on A, though, yet. The problem's like way up here. What's up, Don? Wow, thanks, Frozen Fusion. 100 bits. Well, well, let's look at this one, right? If I look at these two, right? That tells me that D... Let's think about that. If that equals 0... thanks, Frozen Fusion. I appreciate it. They say B equals minus D. I agree with this. 100%. Okay, so for this, B equals minus D. Right? So then here you have minus D plus dA squared is equal to 1. So that's D A squared minus 1 is equal to 1. Nice. So D is equal to 1 over A squared minus 1, right? Thanks for the follow, Despez. Oh, you know what this tells me? This tells me A cannot equal 1. A cannot equal 1, right? Because then we would have an issue here. Because we'd be dividing by 0. So that tells me right here, if A does not equal 1, that C must equal to 0. Which means A must be equal to 0, right? Because A plus C is 0. Okay, cool. So D is A squared over 1. And then that means B is equal to 1 over 1 minus A squared. Very cool. Watch this. So now... No, we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. It's okay. Yeah. Well, this is not even thinking about a squared being equal to 1. This is just the partial fractions decomposition. Okay. So now I get this is equal to, so wait, A and C are 0. Okay, so these terms go away. And so we're just left with 1 over 1 minus a squared times 1 over x squared plus a squared. And then plus d is 1 over a squared minus 1 over x squared plus 1. Cool thing here. This is the same thing as 1 over a squared minus 1. You see how we can pull that out of this? But then it's going to be this minus this. And then that's 1 over x squared plus 1 minus 1 over x squared plus a squared. Cool. Which is what, that is what they got for the partial fraction decomposition, right? So you see how we had the right thing? Anyways, that's the way to do it the clean way here, I guess, here. Cool. Yeah, what's up, Andre? Okay. All right, so moving on. This is equal to the integral from 0 to infinity of, and we have two different integrals here. Oh, Master Chief. What's up, Master Chief? I can pull the DAs out. I can pull all the A's out and shit, right? I can pull anything with A I don't really care about right now, right? So I'm gonna say that's 2A over a squared minus 1, and then it's the integral of 1 over x squared plus 1 minus 1 over x squared plus a squared, right? These, I believe, are tangent things, right? Getting the big bucks. Yeah. Okay. So this is arctangent, right? So here, let me move all this down. We have so much work that's been happening here. Oh, no, I don't want to move all that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to move this over here. Yeah. So integral from 0 to infinity of 1 over x squared plus 1. That's equal to the tangent -1 of x from 0 to infinity. Which, tangent of 0 is just 0, right? Arctangent of 0 is just 0. And arctangent of infinity, remember the arctangent looks something like this. So that's just going to be equal to pi over 2. So this is just pi over 2. And then this is, yes, I do believe this is, so integral from 0 to infinity of 1 over x squared plus a squared. Yeah. It's 1 over a arctangent of x over a. Yeah, okay, here we go. X over a. Good. Okay. And then from infinity to 0, same thing, right? Because this is just going to equal to 1 over a times pi over 2, right? Okay, cool. So now we have 2a over a squared minus 1, and then that's going to be times pi over 2 minus 1 over a, pi over 2. So then, here, let's multiply this by a over a, right, to get the 2a and the 2a. So this is 2a over a squared minus 1. And then this is pi a minus 1 over 2a. Cancel, cancel. This becomes a plus 1, a minus 1. What's up, Ethan? This cancels. And then we're just left with pi over a plus 1. Okay, cool. So that's what that whole fucking thing is. Give me a second, Ethan. So, j prime of a is equal to pi over a plus 1. After that whole mess. Okay? Okay. So now I can integrate this, right? Because I just want J1 eventually, right? When we integrate, how do we know the constant C? Good question. Oh, because we're going to have bounds. So watch. So this is kind of cool. Yeah, so here, I'll show you what we're going to do. You're right, because I am looking for J1, so I need to know something else. So let me just set up the integral. I know, for instance, that J1 minus J0 would be equal to the integral from 0 to 1 of J prime of A, dA, right? This is a definite integral we've created now, yeah? And the integral of that, right? So that's the integral from 0 to 1 of pi over a plus 1 dA. So that's just equal to pi, and then it's going to be ln ln of a plus 1, right? Integrated from 0 to 1, which is going to equal to pi ln of 2 minus the ln of 1, but this is 0. Cool. So J1 minus J0 is equal to pi ln of 2. But let's figure out what J0 is. So let's remember that we defined JA is this. So J0 would be equal to the integral from 0 to infinity of ln of x squared over x squared plus 1. Which I guess this is equal to 0. Is this equal to 0? How do I know that's 0? Oh. You say like, what do you say? Like U is equal to ln of x squared, then du is equal to 1 over x squared, but then that's like times 2x. That doesn't really work. Okay. Prove again somehow that this is equal to 0. We spent a lot of time on this question, so I'm going to be like, this is left to the reader. Left to the reader to do this if you would like. But okay, so J1 is just equal to pi ln of 2. But we wanted 2J1, right? So that's equal to 2 pi ln of 2. Right, remember from up here from before? We wanted 2J1. And then here's like the final thing, okay? Is that 2 pi ln of 2, it's the same thing as taking this number and bringing it up to the exponent. So then you get pi ln of 4. And that's your final answer, which is correct, right? Nice. That was way up here, right? That's what we were trying to prove. And we got it. Very cool. I'm glad you thought it was cool, Junior. I thought that was painful. Almost as painful as this gum surgery they just did to me, but fucking Novocaine's wearing off. I can feel it. My mouth's about to start really fucking hurting. God damn it, dentist. What's up, Ethan?
Hello.
You're welcome, Junior.
I kind of wanted to explain some stuff again. There's something big happening in my life.
What's happening, dog? Tell us.
I'm graduating, and
wow, congrats, dude. He's graduating. Graduating is dope.
In 15 days from now, 15 days. 15 days.
What are you gonna do after graduating? That's really big, dude. You're graduating. That's really cool, man.
I'm still going to work, and I will go to college. It should be a fun time, and I'm more recently getting back into chess now.
Nice, dude. Chess is dope. I like that.
That's dope.
Big fan of chess.
I'm arguably like the best player in my school.
That's sick,
like
dude.
not in the entirety of my country. Like there's like possibly 5 other people who are better than me.
Okay. That's okay for there to be 5
I'm
people that are better than you. That's okay.
It's alright here. But there's also one thing I wanted to ask.
What do you want to ask, dog?
I mean, in college they have like different math levels.
Yes.
You know, like stuff like Math 101 and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Math 101, yeah.
I was asking this: is English 101 or 110 better? Because I'm questioning. Like, I was doing placement exam. I got into English 101 instead of 110. Is English 110 like the better one?
It's probably the harder one. Usually the 101 series classes are easy, and then it goes up to 110 when things get like more difficult.
All right. But there's still numbers in between for English, right?
There might be like 105, I guess, or something. I don't know. It depends on your college.
All right. And last thing, I have this exam that I'm doing tomorrow, and it requires a lot of reading. Yet I didn't even study a single one, single book. And now I'm studying just tonight with 14 hours left.
Nice. Thanks for the follow,
Like,
Cosmolano.
Is there any way that I would still be able to get up to still pass within this short amount of time?
I mean, just focus on what you need to know for the test, you know?
It's not like as if I know exactly what they're doing. It's like your GSCE thing. I don't know exactly what I'm being tested on, but
Okay.
I can only like assume.
Yeah, just try to do the best you can. Cosmolano says, what's your interpretation of quantum mechanics? Things can... Schrodinger's cat is alive and dead at the same time. That's quantum mechanics. If something is spin up over here, it's got to be spin down over here. That's what I make of quantum. Or that like everything is probability. Probability is really important for learning quantum.
I'll just have to cram up on time then.
Yeah, you got it, dude. I believe in you. Congrats on graduating, dude. That's really big, Ethan. It's big step in your life.
You think I could? You think I could still graduate?
Yeah, you can definitely still graduate. Yeah.
Sorry, not graduate. I mean, pass the exam. I meant pass the exam. I don't know.
Yeah, I
where
can
my
hope
head
you can.
was
I
just
hope
now.
you can fucking graduate. Yeah, just work.
But-
What's the exam in? What class?
It's something called literature. Literature,
Oh.
like reading.
Yeah, then just read as much as you can and stuff, and see how it
I know
goes.
some novels, but I don't remember what they contain. Whatever. But also, I mean, for the English 101 thing, this is the final thing, by the way. But the English 101 thing, I actually have to do summer classes,
That's
which I
okay.
hate.
Summer classes are okay. It keeps you busy, keeps you doing stuff, which is good. Keeps your brain smart.
But then they got other people who score high on the placement exams, which I hate. It's like,
Yeah, don't worry
scored
about
high
that.
on-
Don't compare yourself to others. Just compare yourself to who you were yesterday. If you're doing better than you were doing yesterday,
That's dope.
congratulations, you're succeeding. Most people don't do that.
all right then. Well, I mean, like, I could still get onto his level if I work hard enough and
Yeah,
pass the class.
yeah. Put the
All
time
right.
in, you'll do it, man. Thanks, Distant Dead
Alright.
Fonts. Yeah, you're good, Ethan. Good luck. Just make your DX
I'll be
change. You just make sure it's always positive. Yeah, you can stick around, Ethan. You're totally cool to stick around. Just
Could I still ask a question? If
you can always ask
Like,
questions. Yeah, just submit questions. I gotta do
I'll
this one
just,
real quick. My tooth pain is coming back to me, and it's not fun. Ow! I hate the dentist. Actually, I don't like. I'm cool with the dentist, the person. I don't like how I feel after the dentist. Okay. For each positive integer n, define s of n to equal the sum of the digits n. For instance, 2023 is 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 3. The sum of the digits integers n with n is between 100 and 999. And then the sum is between 7 and 11 inclusive is s. What integer is formed by the rightmost two digits of s? Okay. So we need 3-digit numbers that add up to somewhere between 7 and 11. Right? Is that kind of what we're saying? So like the first example, the lowest number that this could happen would be 106. The guy's 18 in grad school. People shouldn't like try to like take too many shortcuts like that in life. Like part of life is the experience, you know? If you're jumping like 4 fucking grades, you're gonna miss out on a lot of social development. I'll just tell you right now. Like, yes, you'll be smart and you'll be brilliant and you'll be ahead of everyone, but you're gonna be like alone. You'll be lonely. Even kids that skip like a year or two, you know, that's not to say like, you know, you should take more advanced classes, totally. You know, you can be a high school kid taking college level classes, that's fine. Just don't jump into the college environment while you're still in high school. Like, don't put yourself in that like age group of people because those are not your people, you know? Also, like, they're going to be going out and partying and you're still going to be under 21. I don't know, it just really, it severely hampers the experience. Okay, anyways. So, for instance, like 106, this has a sum of 7, right? Right? S of 106 is equal to 7. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there are exceptions. I just worry that sometimes the kid doesn't know necessarily what they want to do with his or her life. More so the parent does. The parent's like, my kid's going to do this. And there's probably like some weird, you know, complex where the kid thinks the only way to like get love from their parents and be, you know, feel accepted is if they go along with the, you know, the game of being like super genius, whatever thing. I also say like, yeah, you know, you don't have to go to college. Like there are a lot of very famous tech people who dropped out of college. But that's not to say that dropping out of college will force you to be a super smart, tech founder person. It's just, if that's what you need to do and that's your path, then sure, you don't have to go to college. But for, I would say 99.9% of people, don't drop out. It's not, you're not an absolute genius. Okay, so I need the number of the amount of numbers. Is this some like number theory thing? Some like number theory counting thing? Because like I'm trying to think of the ways to form 7, right? So in this level, there's really just like, right, 106, but then it's all the sums of these, right? Handsome country boy, thank you. Gmail user, what's up, dude? So what, you could do like 115. 124. 133. 142. And then 151. And then 160. Cool. But that's just for the 100s, right? Now I have to do it for like 100 to 200, 200 to 300, 300 to 400, and so forth. Well, actually, it has to stop at 700 though, right? Because at that point, I can't add up anything to get to 7, right? So I don't know, is there like a pattern here? So if this is like 2, then the lowest you could have, right, is like 205. So then it's 214, 223, 232, 241, 250. And then it's 304, 313, 322, 331. 340. So there we go. So that's all the ways to sum up to get to 7, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that's 7 possibilities here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 possibilities. I mean, this is kind of cool. 5 possibilities. 4. Oh, wait, sorry. No. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. So let me think, if I add another number, if we're trying to get to 8, right? What does that change here? Right? Let's see what the other numbers would be. I think I'm going to start seeing a pattern. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, look at this. This is 8. Okay. I think this is gonna fuck up the second we get to like 10. Or no, 11's okay actually. Okay. So is it 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1? So what is that? 7 plus 6, 13 plus 5, 18, 22, 25, 27, 28, right? So this is 28. And then it's 8 plus 28. And then it's 9 plus 8 plus 28. And then it's 10 plus 9 plus 8 plus 28. And then I think it's finally 11 plus 10 plus 9 plus 8 plus 28. So what are all those numbers? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 times 28 plus 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 8 plus 3 times 9 plus 2 times 10 plus 11. So that's 140 plus 32 plus 27 plus 20 plus 11. 31. 58. 90. 230. So the rightmost two digits is 30. Is that the answer, Shantrix? See if Shantrix has the answer. Let's put this in ChatGPT. I'm actually kind of curious. Oh, this one did the force analysis as well. Oh, this one was wrong. This one was actually choice A. Oh, I forgot F up equals F down. Just curious to see what we get here. Answer is 24. Uh-oh. Damn. We got 30. Yeah, 28. We have to be careful. Oh, because none of the digits can be greater than 9. No, go to see default.
My man.
So I overcounted by 6. I see. So the issue is that when we got to 10, which I did suspect that was going to happen. So S of 10, for instance, the lowest one you could have would be 109, right? Right? So wait, you could have... S is summing the numbers, this default user. This was the OG question. So that would have worked. But, okay, I see. Well, you could have had 118, right? That still works. Yeah, okay. I don't know what the Collatz chain is. So let's see. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 10 solutions. Oh, I see. But the issue, Shantrix, is that when we tried to get to like 1,000 here, we can't do that. So you lose. You'll lose 1 there. Well, oh, but you have multiples actually, sorry. Yeah, no. Because you have 9, 10, 901. So then, yeah, if you try to get to 10, you lose 1. So that's why it's -1. Oh, cool. And then when you go to 11, you lose the second to last and the last one. So you lose another 3. I see. That's why it's 226. No, they got 224. Oh, I think that has to do with S of 11 though. So wait. S of 11 would have to be 119. Right, that would be the lowest one. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What's up, Axadu? You got some questions on sequences? Oh, send them over. Yeah, I'll do yours. I'll do yours, Ethan. Let me do yours.
Yeah, sorry, don't question. Don't worry. It was not just that I was asking for, actually. It's just that I was asking for like to see if I could like mute, like make it quieter. Like the Discord thing.
Oh, what's wrong with Discord? Are you hearing too many things or like what?
It's like it's not that. It's like I'm trying to watch videos on how to do this exam. It's just that this one is a little noisy. It's like how do I make it lower? How do I mute, like make the noise a little lower?
On Discord? Just turn the volume down somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just turn the volume down. You should see it.
I'm done.
All right.
Also, what's up? Are they hard? Are integrals hard?
This is an integral. Yeah, this is an integral that someone submitted. AMA submitted it.
But is it hard or?
This is kind of a tricky integral, to be fair.
Wait, like just how hard are integrals in general? Because it's like
they
I'm
can
not
vary.
into calculus,
Like
yeah.
some integrals can be really simple. Like the integral of x cubed is just equal to like x to the 4th over 4 plus c. This is super easy.
How did you do that? How is that so simple?
It's called the power rule. It's a little trick you learn. This is not so simple because the derivative of this doesn't show up here. I wonder if
Okay.
Is this AMA? You want to speak? Yeah. Is this a trig? Is this a trig identity? AMA?
Yeah. This is trig substitution.
It's trig sub. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. So let me take a gander at it. I think it's like sine is what I make.
Sine, yeah. It's
Descendant font says it's simple. Descendant fonts. There was a nice little table. This is the table. I love this table. Yeah. For anyone who's watching, this table like kind of really helps you out.
Yeah. That's
So you need to pull out though, right? You have to pull out the 9 from it, yeah?
I'm not quite sure.
Well, so whenever you do like trig sub here, you need to make sure that the x has like nothing on it, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull a 9 out of everything here. I'm gonna like so factoring it out is gonna be like a 1 over, right? So, all right, let me not get rid of that. Sorry. This is my this in the font says this is my favorite. It's a Weierstrass trick. Oh, I don't know what that means. Okay, so to pull out a 9, so this is 0 to 2/3 x cubed, and now this is the square root of 9, and then this is gonna be 4 over 9 minus x squared dx. Okay, which
Yeah. Well,
if I pull the 9 out, right, that's going to pull out a 3 because it's inside the square root. So now we have the integral from 0 to 2/3. I can pull the 3 out here. And then this is x cubed. And then this is the square root of 2/3 squared minus x squared dx, right? Good so far?
yeah.
So anytime you have number minus x squared, you can use this substitution. We're going to say let x equal to whatever a was being squared. So a is equal to 2/3. Oh, yeah, you can't do that with the triangle. Yeah, this in fonts, you're right, yeah. And then this is going to be sine of t? Okay, sure, whatever.
Yeah, t theta. Rather.
Okay, so then dx, right, is equal to 2/3 cosine of t dt. Okay? Okay. So now when we substitute, I'm going to leave the bounds for now. We'll switch them later. So x cubed, that's now going to be 2/3 cubed. And that's going to be sine cubed of t. And then this is the square root of 2/3 squared minus 2/3 squared sine squared of t. And now dx is 2/3 cosine of t dt. Good so far?
Yeah.
Okay. So now I can pull out another 2/3 out of both these things, and it's a 2/3 squared, so it's going to come out as a single 2/3. And then we have another 2/3, and then we have a 2/3 to the third. So this is really 3. It'll go from 0 to 2/3. I'm going to pull the 2/3 out. It's 2/3 to the fucking 5th. And now it's sine cubed of t. And now this was the square root of 1 minus sine squared, which is equal to the square root of cosine squared, which is just equal to cosine.
Yeah.
So now this is cosine of t dt. Y to the 5th. So dissonant fonts, I had a 2/3 squared here that I pulled out as a single 2/3. And then I had a 2/3 from here. So I have 2/3 times 2/3 times 2/3. So that's 2/3 to the 5th. I think. Okay. So then we have 3 2/3 to the 5th. And then this is integral from 0 to 2/3. And then this is sine to the 3rd of t cosine squared of t dt.
Yeah. So you solve this with
Yeah, is this the power?
Like you break them up. No,
I need power reduction.
You have to break. Yeah, so you break one sine or cosine. I'm not very sure, and you turn the other one. So right here, I think sine to the 3rd, we'll break it to sine squared, and then we'll leave another sine. next to it.
Okay.
And then we change them into we change sine squared into 1 minus cosine squared, right?
Okay, let's do it. So sine squared t, sine of t, cosine squared of t, dt. And you want to break this one into 1 minus cosine squared?
Yeah.
Okay. Chat saying that, like, you could do sine squared x sine... Yeah, okay, cool. All right, that's what he's saying, yeah. So this is 1 minus cosine squared of t. I'm just going to... We'll write all this at the end.
Yeah.
And then this is sine of t, cosine squared of t, dt. Okay. How does that help me? Oh. Because this is now an easy integral to do, right? Because this is cosine squared t sine of t dt. Well, that's just u squared du, right? And then we have minus... Oh! Oh, very cool. Wait. Fuck. 1 sec. Oh, no. Minus cosine to the 4th t sine of t dt. Yeah?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, very cool. So now I say u is equal to cosine of t. So du is equal to negative sine of t dt. So this becomes negative u squared du plus u to the 4th du, right?
Yeah.
Very cool. So now I integrate this. So this is negative u to the 3rd over 3 plus u to the 4th over 4, which is then equal to negative cosine cubed of t over 3 plus cosine to the 4th over 4 of t. And then it's all times all this shit. But then we have to make another substitution, right?
yeah, we have to bring it back to X.
Yeah. but we forgot that sine of t is equal to 3 over 2x, right?
Yeah, I think it's cosine to the 5th over 5 down then.
Oh, I fucked this up. You're so right. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
My bad. Disinfant says, when I was a TA, I put an example sum of cosine from... Oh, wow. That's nuts, dude. He did some massive exponent and just showed that it all broke down. Okay. Okay, but now... Oh, man. So, is this where we have to draw the triangle? We gotta draw a triangle, I think, probably, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So sine of... If this is t, right? Sine is... I don't know, what? 3/2 x. And this is 1. So then... this thing, which, whatever, I'll just call w. So w squared plus 9/4 x squared is equal to 1. So w is equal to the square root of 1 minus 9/4 x squared, which is also the sine of t, right? Because sine of... No. Also the cosine of t.
Cosine.
Right, yeah, because it's adjacent over hypotenuse. Okay. So... And we're going from 0 to 2/3. We're going to get there. So it's this. It is satisfying. It is satisfying, Disinfants. You're right. It is satisfying. I'll give you that. So this is negative square root of 1 minus 9/4 x squared to the 3rd all over 3 plus this whole thing, but to the 5th instead. Okay. Femvox says it should be 64 over 15 times 81. All right, let's see if we get that. And then this was evaluated from 0 to 2/3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the cool thing is if I plug 2/3 in for x squared, I get 9/4 again, right? Or no, I get 4/9. So 9/4 times 4/9. Oh, so that makes this 0. So this solution is 0 when we plug this in. Because it's 1 minus 1.
Yeah, okay.
That's really cool, right? So, right, 9/4 times 2/3 squared. This is the same thing as 4 over 9. 9/4 and 4 over 9 is equal to 1. And then you have 1 minus 1. Okay, so we only need the 0 solution. Which, it's always this minus this. So, whatever this is, just take the negative of it. Okay, so that's going to be negative 1/3 plus 1/5. Which, oh, I gotta do this over 15s, I guess. So negative 5 over 15 plus 3 over 15. So that ends up equaling negative 2 over 15, but then flip it because there was a minus sign here. So 2 over 15. Okay. So I get 2 over 3 to the 5th times 2 over 15. Is that what our boy got? So that's 2 to the 5th. Oh, the 3's cancel. Oh, no, that's 3 to the 5th. Uh-oh. Not yet. I got excited. That's 2 to the 5th times 2 to the 6th, which is 64. So I have 3 times 64 all over 3 to the 5th. Well, here, I can get rid of one of these and make it a 3 to the 4th. That's 243 times 15. The golden ratio? Yeah, maybe. Let me think about that, sorry. Because 3 to the 3rd is 81, right? So 3 to the 4th is 243. Yeah. Okay. 81. I'm off by a factor of 3 from you, Fembox. Is there a reason why I am? Yeah, 3 to the 4th would be 81. 3 to the 5th. Oh. No. Wait. 3, 9, 27, 81. Yes, it is 81. Okay, cool. Alright, yeah, and that's the same answer Fembox got. Nice. Does that make sense, Amy?
Yeah. Really good.
Holy shit. Do you want a screenshot of this?
Yeah, sure.
I'll give it to you. Where'd you find us, Amy?
I take calculus 2 in college.
Oh, cool, dude.
So this is like a past final exam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, there you go. This is actually a really cool question. It had a lot of really cool techniques in it. Like, we had to do trig substitution, and then I had to do, I guess, U-sub, and then, yeah, also the fancy, like, power reduction stuff, which worked out really nicely. Really cool.
Yeah.
Good question, Amy. Nice. All right, Ethan, what's up? You need help with yours? My mouth is losing its numbness from whatever this medication is, so I'm gonna stop streaming soon. It is a complete package. Yeah, geometry and calc and everything. Yeah, this was a really cool question. When Ethan was asking me, are integrals hard? I was like, well, yeah, it depends on the integral, right? This was a pretty involved, lengthy integral to go through. But there are easier ones. Ethan, what's up? You still here? Or it says it's muted. It's not even hard. It wasn't hard. It was like a nice, relaxing walk in the park. I'll agree. Okay. Let me help out equity too. Not this one. Looks like some trig identity we gotta solve. And I always wonder, like, what identity... They get a certain list of identities that they said they were allowed to use. This or them. Yeah. Well, here we go. Sine of... I think I can use these ones. Right? So, sine of a plus b is sine a cosine b plus cosine a sine b. So, by this identity, this is going to be sine of pi over 4 cosine of x plus cosine of pi over 4. Why not geometrically? If you come up with a descendant fonts, I'll do it. And then this is plus sine of pi over 4 cosine of minus x, which cosine of minus x is the same thing as just cosine of x. By it being a even function, I think.
Hello.
What's up, Seth?
And you don't need to do that, by the way.
I don't? Why not?
Yeah, there's one. I'm gonna give you one statement that's gonna make this easy because I've seen this problem. I've seen a version of this problem today.
Okay. You have already
Sine
today.
of pi- a version of this, not this exact one, but a version of it. Same rule.
Okay.
I think.
What's your trick?
The expression, sine of the expression defined as pi over 4 minus x can also be written as sine of pi over 2 minus the expression defined as pi over 4 plus x.
Okay, one sec. So you're saying sine
Sine
of pi over 4
pi over 4 minus x.
pi over
Minus
4
x.
plus
Nope. I didn't
minus
say that.
x.
Minus x. Yep. Can be also written as the sine of the expression defined as pi over 2 minus the expression defined as pi over 4 plus x.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Now you realize it, don't you?
Yeah. Well, because this is
And
the same
there's
thing as
there-
cosine. The same thing as cosine, right?
Pi over 2 minus, and then we have a duplicate.
And
Now we have the sine. Now we have the sine of pi over 4 plus x.
Wait,
and
this
another
is the
sine
same
of
thing as
4.
cosine of pi over 4 plus x, right?
Okay, good.
Right?
Sine of something plus the cosine of the same something.
Yeah. Okay. Is equal to 90 degrees, right?
Does that help?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's
Let's solve
hilarious. Yeah. One sec. Wait.
Yeah,
So.
yep. I realized it as soon as I looked. I'm glad I stopped by. I got you off of doing
No,
what you
that's
were about
cool.
to do there.
No, I appreciate it.
You're about to do the long way.
Sine of something plus cosine of something.
No. Think about how you just said that. Sine of something plus cosine of something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not what this says. This says sine of something plus cosine of the same something.
Yeah. Sorry. Sine of something plus cosine of the same something. Sorry. Yeah.
Yep.
That's
if
what.
we're saying two somethings, then we're saying sine of 15 plus cosine of 30 must equal 90 degrees. Which is definitely not.
Yeah. No. Sorry. I was thinking about this.
In the same something.
It's like, sorry, how does it? Oh! I think I get this. Because I was showing this actually for students. No, wait a minute. If this is an angle, right?
Okay, angle theta, and then we're moving that angle theta by pi over 4.
So if we do sine of theta, plus cosine of theta, right? So sine of this plus a cos isn't that like opposite over hypotenuse plus adjacent over hypotenuse,
Or no, I'll leave it. It's okay. Try again.
which is equal to
That's why
opposite plus adjacent over hypotenuse, right?
Try using X, Y, and R. That way you can look at it easier. Let's
Okay.
writing.
X, Y, and R. Sure.
Where R is the radius and X and Y are.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's y over R plus X over R, right?
R, which is what? Y plus X over R. Over R.
Okay, but I
Okay.
also know that like X squared plus Y squared equals R squared, right?
That's a true statement.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but this is doing something with the pi over 4 plus it and stuff. Dang.
I said I saw something similar.
Wait.
I had a lot of tangents to work with. That's my problem.
Wait, okay,
When
but
I saw it,
what
just
about
had
this?
some work.
Wait, because I have this and this adding each other. Are these gonna
Well-
cancel something?
I'm sorry to say that not really.
Hmm.
Not gonna hopefully be friendly that way.
Okay. So wait, what is this? What does this get me, Seth? Like, besides having
I
to
was
like do
saying-
more work.
I was just saying I saw that. That's a statement we have now.
Oh, okay. Sure. Is that anything special though? You can't solve for X. It's an identity. Okay, my bad. Okay. All right. Well,
We're trying to get it to become square root of 2 times cosine of X.
I agree.
Which
Yeah.
is-
So yeah, that's what they Hoi Xiong Li. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. Was saying to use this identity. That's what I did here.
Okay.
Let's just see if this works out. This is square root of 2 over 2 cosine
Hoping
of
that was
X.
gonna be but nope.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Cosine of X plus square root of 2 over 2 sine of X plus square root of 2 over 2 cosine of X. And then it's going to be minus square root of 2
That's-
over 2 sine of X. Cool. These
There's-
cancel. This cancels with this. That's because sine of negative X is the same thing as negative sine of X. And so now you're left with square root of 2 over 2 times 2 cosine of
is
X.
square root-
Cancel, cancel. And we did it. Yay. Do you see that, Equity?
Well done.
Yeah, right? This is cool. I'm glad Seth showed me this. This is kind of cool, but this is not applicable to this solution.
Yeah. It was
Uh,
a tangent with only -1.
It was a
going on.
tangent. That's
It
hilarious.
was a tangent. Is tangent as nice as it netted it's odd function.
Yeah. That's kind
That's
of
why
cool.
tangent.
All right, here, I'll give this to him.
How many more? You got any more people for today?
No, I think I'm gonna end out. I had to get like gum surgery this afternoon, and the Novocaine they
that was
gave my mouth
very
is wearing off. I wasn't expecting it, bro. I was just going in to go like see the gum doctor because they said, "Oh, you should see him. He's only here once a month." And then they made me whip up my credit card and spend $900, and now my face fucking hurts. Curse you, dentists. Do you know whom I met, Mr. Genius? I'm just a student of commerce.
Let me see if I have a Twitch one here.
Okay.
I
Ethan
put
has
it
one.
in-
I'm just. Where is Ethan? Ethan, stop studying.
Hold that. Stop that. Really nice things. Got that one.
Let me tag Ethan again. It shows up. Oh, someone did some screenshots. Sorry, let me go through. Oh wow, these are confusing.
Yeah, hello. Sorry, I just came back.
Nice, thank you, Eduardo, dude. Yeah, if you're watching and you want to help us out, yeah, just give us a follow or a subscription or whatever they call it on YouTube. it helps with the algorithm. If we get more subscribers, we get more views out there. So, and it's free on YouTube. You don't have to pay any money to subscribe. So please, yeah, subscribe if you can. It'll help. And good luck on your finals, Eduardo. Okay. Here, I'm gonna do Ethan's because he's been waiting for a bit. Ethan, find the matrix product. Do you know how to do this?
I mean, it's like I was just doing readings and I literally just okay, how do I say it? It's like I just want to know how to deal with matrices since that
Sure.
was on my mock exam.
Here,
Like,
let's
I have to
let's
tell
first
you-
thing. Do you know how to classify the size of this matrix? Do you know how to say how big this matrix is?
It's a 2x2.
Good. This is a 2x2. Yes, this is a 2x2. What is this one then?
1x1.
No. Not a 1x1. It's
What are
rows
you
by
talking about?
rows by columns. Rows by columns. How many rows are here?
Oh, a 2x1. It's a 2.
Two. Yes, this is a 2x1. Here's a key thing, Ethan. Whenever you're multiplying matrices, these middle numbers have to match up. Like, you couldn't multiply this by something like that, because this would have been a 1x2. And that's not allowed.
I know. It has to be a 2x2, right?
It has to be 2 by
the end is
something. It can be a 2 by whatever the fuck. I don't care what it is here. But when you multiply these by each other, Ethan, by the way, your resulting matrix is then this by this. It's then going to be a 2 by 1. Pretty cool, yeah?
Yep, cool.
Okay.
You know, I have to tell you this.
What's up, dude?
So last week, I took a math exam, right? And people were not really expecting what was coming on. Like none of us were going to know the exact questions, but we were just going to try our best. Some people were already getting stumped by like the first few questions,
Mm-hmm.
like at that same exam. And it's like some people just straight up gave up. Like I heard from my classmate that one person had their head down from the moment that the exam began, and just handed in the paper with literally.
Yeah, never give up, dude. Don't give up, bro. What? Quitters
Like,
never
I'm
win
telling
and
you
winners
right now-
never quit, baby.
And I'm telling you right now, that was even crazier. Like someone who didn't even try any at all. The first question was the easiest of them all. You could just plug that into a calculator and get the answer. No, they just decided to quit.
Yeah, don't quit.
I mean,
All right, here, Ethan.
hey, I
Yeah,
did
I'm
my
glad.
exam,
I'm glad you kept
and-
trying. That's great, Ethan. That's great. Here, can we do this one so I can I need to go get some ibuprofen. My fucking head is killing me.
Okay.
All right. So what we do is we do this times this. Okay.
One time is a negative 1 times k, and then 3 times.
It's negative 1
5,
times
or-
k. Good.
Mhm.
And then it's plus 3 times 5.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Plus 3 times 5.
Right.
Why are you
Yeah.
adding that?
Because you do this times this plus this times this. And then that ends up being the top, in this case, center entry. Okay. Now we move this down.
All right.
Okay. So we're going to do 4 times k.
4 times k,
Right.
and then h times 5, or 5 times h.
Good. Yeah. Whatever. Okay. Fine.
We could just draw the k out.
Sorry. I'm trying to do it with the right color. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Sorry. It's H. It's H. It's H, not 5. Sorry. My bad. Okay. Good.
Don't worry.
So then your final answer here is going to be 15 minus k.
What? Wait, what?
It's negative k plus 15, which is the same thing as 15 minus k. And then this is going to be 4k plus 5h. Cool.
And that's all that they were.
That's
all
it.
that they were.
Yeah, that's all you got to do.
But there's another one.
Well, they say find the values that satisfy 0, 0. Okay. So when they're asking here, oh, I want this to multiply to 0, 0, that means they want this, what happened when you multiplied, to be 0, 0. Okay.
So I don't know how on earth you're going to do that with just that matrix alone.
Well, okay. Well, we know the top thing is 15 minus k, but that also needs to be 0. So I say, oh, well, 15 minus k
wait.
equals 0. Good.
Oh wow. Samuel, is this systems of
So
equations?
it is. And that's why
Oh.
matrices are cool. Matrices are really cool for basically doing systems of equations, but when you have, like, a lot of fucking systems. That's why they're dope.
That's dope.
Okay.
So
So,
what now?
well, you solve for k. What's k here, dude?
15. Just read
Yes.
15.
Okay, and if k is 15, then what is h?
I think that's 12?
Negative 12.
12? Oh yeah, negative 12, negative 12.
Because you need it to go to 0, yeah. Nice. Cool. Good job.
Matrices are really not all that hard, huh?
No, they're actually, well, I mean, they definitely get harder, but I appreciate these
That's the
questions,
surface, yeah.
AMA. Can I do them like tomorrow when my face isn't hurting as much?
Yeah, of course.
That's cool. These are cool questions, though. I like these questions you submitted, AMA. They're really cool. Let's do them tomorrow. Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna close the stream
What
out.
time do you go
What time do I
live?
stream tomorrow? Yeah, that'll be at 5
Yeah.
5 o'clock Pacific. So that's
All
same
right.
time we started today. We started late today because again I had to go get gum surgery or whatever the fuck they call it.
Yeah.
But 5 o'clock tomorrow.
Can I answer?
All right.
Go eat some ice cream. I can't eat ice cream. Rian says, can you help with PDEs? My stream is about to end, but if you do want help with PDEs, we have a whole selection of awesome math people that also stream on Twitch and all sorts of fun things. Let me go find the calendar for you real quick. Here it is. Here's the calendar. So if you want to get help tomorrow morning, actually, Zach will be on at 9:30 Pacific time. Here in Twitch, on Twitch. This is his name, either the 2iPie. And he would be more than happy to help you out with PDEs. If you can't wait until my next stream, which is tomorrow at 5 o'clock Pacific. So this is his stream. I'm gonna paste it for you right here. Yeah, you're very welcome, Rian. So there you go. That's Zach. He's a really good friend of ours. No ice cream. Oh no, $5. But
Just one question.
ask something real quick because I'm about to piece off. My mouth is hurting.
Since you
more
already
and more.
know that, since you already know I have a reading exam tomorrow, it's like they're not going to provide me with the text. But it's like I was just looking at how they would grade stuff. They say I cannot fabricate the information, otherwise I'm just going to lose like.
Yeah, you can't
a
just like
lot of
make shit up
points.
like Trump does. You gotta actually have some truth.
What do I have to do at this point? Because I have to read like 30 poems. I only have like 2 hours left before I have to go to sleep.
I mean,
Like,
try to
what
read
the
it. Try to read at least 10. Then that's what I would say. You're not
And
gonna
then
read
read the next. What were you
Okay.
saying?
I said read at least 10. Then it's better than 0. You'll be okay. Okay, let me end the stream. My
think
mouth
I-
hurts. All right. Thank you everyone for coming to Actual Education Office Hours today. I really appreciate all the questions. If you just found us on YouTube, please mash that like, subscribe button, whatever the hell they always tell you to do, because that really helps us with the algorithm and helps us get more help out to students. We're a nonprofit that gives free math and science tutoring, and then we also incentivize because we give out video game gift cards and stuff for kids asking questions. Yes, thank you, Zach. Zach's stream is tomorrow. Again, I put it in the YouTube chat there, but there's a whole calendar when we're streaming. Our next stream will be at 5 o'clock Pacific tomorrow, 6 p.m. Mountain, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. But Zach is streaming tomorrow at 9:30 in the morning Pacific time, which I think is like noon 30 East Coast people. So go by and check him out. He's really cool. All right, if you're watching us on Twitch, we're gonna go raid someone. I'm gonna go raid Physics and Depression. He's doing physics. So if you're in Twitch, you want to go learn some physics with Physics and Depression, stick on by. Yes, thanks, Don. Good to see you too. All you guys, love you all. You're all great. Thank you for sharing your most precious wealth, knowledge. Yes. Okay. All right. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. We will see you tomorrow. Peace.